They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run here with Connor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47.
Now Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since he's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. I got one. Green.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Murray. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On play action, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Block now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They look to throw. It's Locke. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 44, Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
With the dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, that's complete to Edmonds, his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
40 seconds to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Locke. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call. Had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Lock going to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Lock now on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now Lock. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Again, he finds more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw it is Lock. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Come on. Green. Here you go. 25. Check 25. Hey.
To throw, it's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Locke. He finds his man. Complete. That's McKinney. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Looking to throw. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Carter. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw again on second down. Murray. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way down to the 29. On first down, Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 21-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. On the sled, complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. Able to slip. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Homeboy, you ain't got no feet.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke under pressure, and they got to him again. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Back to throw. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown! Rondell Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic. We ain't giving him nothing to get. Hey, 25 to the mic. We got 25 to the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Javonte Williams, 37 yards. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 5. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. Dances by him. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Lock. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The kick by Parkey is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
36 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the Broncos once again going for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.